Hello everyone. In this video, I will be talking about Learning Objective 3 of Week 7, that means of Chapter 21. This learning objective is an example of hypothesis testing. So I'm referring to the textbook, and this is the example taken from the textbook. I will suggest that all of you manage some time to read this example carefully to develop your theoretical understanding of hypothesis testing. Now, look what this example is. Pizza Inn managers are interested in how friendly customers perceive the service to be. A sample of 225 customers were obtained, and they rated the service in 5-point scale, where 1 indicates very unfriendly and 5 indicates very friendly. Okay. And Pizza Inn managers, they believe that if the average is 3, then it's all right. I mean, their service is friendly. So they write down null hypothesis is the average customer satisfaction equal to 3. That is their benchmark. And their alternate hypothesis is average customer satisfaction is not equal to 3. So you understand that this is the benchmark and this is the sample value that they are going to calculate. And this is the null and alternate hypothesis. Now, as we discussed in the last learning video, that once we need to test a hypothesis, we have to preset a significance level. And as I said, that significance level can be 1%, 5%, or 10%. For simplicity, in this course and in most of the examples, we will be taking a 5% significance level. Now, this 5% significance level, what we need to do is, for the sample distribution, we need to calculate an upper limit and a lower limit of the critical value, and we need to check if our sample value falls within this upper limit or lower limit, or beyond this upper limit or lower limit. If our sample value is within this upper and lower limit, we will accept the null hypothesis. However, if our sample value is outside this upper and lower limit, then we will reject our null hypothesis. Now, there is a formula to calculate lower limit. For example, here 2.8, and this is the upper limit 3.196. I'm not explaining this calculation upper and lower limit in detail because we will be using Excel in our workshop questions, and Excel automatically calculates these upper and lower limits, so we don't need to manually calculate them. So what we need is our theoretical understanding that based on our significance level, we need an upper and lower limit, and Excel will calculate that for us. Now in this sample distribution, look that this is our lower limit of the critical value and this is the upper limit of the critical value, 2.804 and 3.196. As I said, that now we will check what is our sample value. If our sample value is within this upper and lower limit, we call it acceptance region, so we will accept our null hypothesis. And if our sample value is in this region or this region that we call rejection region, then we will reject our null hypothesis. And our sample value is 3.78. And you understand that this 3.78, that sample value falls within the rejection region. So we reject our null hypothesis that the customer satisfaction equal to 3, that null hypothesis is rejected. And you can see that average value is 3.78. It means that the customer satisfaction is significantly higher than the management expectation or the benchmark that management set. Okay, so in workshop questions, you will see that Excel will automatically calculate this calculated value, I mean the sample value, and will show the critical value. So if sample value is greater than the critical value, we will reject null hypothesis. And if the sample value is less than the critical value, then we will accept the null hypothesis. But our task is now more easier due to these spreadsheet softwares. Excel, along with these sample value and critical value, it will also give us a p-value calculated probability. If that p-value is less than the significance level, we will reject the null hypothesis, and if p-value is greater than the significance level, we will accept our null hypothesis. That's all in this video. Please see the next video for a discussion on learning objective 4.